Scorpios, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What is happening for the beautiful Scorpios this week? Firstly, you have the Hanged Man, then you have the Eight of Swords, then you have the Queen of Swords, then you have Justice. A lot of justice, I feel, with those swords, and like swords being truth and clarity, and then justice coming out as well. There's a lot of honesty and being able to see things crystal clear this week. If there is any confusion, any doubt around any area of your life, things are all kind of clearing up. The clouds are clearing, things are making a lot more sense overall. I feel as if it's not so much everything in your life is making more sense. There's something about your ability to see through things and your ability to see things in like 20/20 vision that's clearing up. You've for some reason been a bit foggy, you've been a bit or doubted maybe. You saw things in 2020 but you doubted whether or not they were clear. You doubted your ability to see things and you questioned whether you were seeing them the way they were, or whether your mind was influencing them. Especially if things have been particularly good. It's like some of you were like, am I wearing rose-coloured glasses? And this week you're going to realise you weren't. The Hanged Man, especially, kind of reinforcing me saying changing the way you're seeing things, and rose-coloured glasses. These all coincide with the Hanged Man of looking at things from a different perspective, of changing the, like, a lot of you could be seeing or experiencing more like clairaudience or clairvoyance, all the clairs. They're just kind of, you're a lot more in tune with your intuition, with your sixth sense or whatever it may be. You're a lot more aligned with any messages you receive, with any clarity you get given. You believe it, you trust it. And that's the important thing, because you can be given the, like, you could ask for answers about a situation, whether it be with a person, whether it be around your job. You could be asking your angels or your guides, give me clarity, and they could give it to you. And then you're going, oh, is that, and I feel like that may have been what you were doing in the past. Of like, yeah, that looks exactly like they're telling me that person is bad. But I'm probably just reading it wrong. Like there's something now where you're like, oh, they're telling me to stay away from them. Okay, I will. And you're wholeheartedly believing in the messages and the synchronicities and the guidance you get. And it's very like, I feel as if your life is going to experience a lot more changes and a lot more shifts. Things might be a little bit stirred up in a good way, because of the fact that you are trusting your intuition and trusting everything a lot more. The interesting thing is the High Priestess isn't here, but I feel like she might come out. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is the idea of being trapped when you're not trapped, right? Your mind playing tricks on you. And that's not me being like, it's all in your head, Scorpio, snap out of it. It's not like that at all. It's like, your mind is creating your reality. Your mind is like deciding how things feel to you, and it's almost, you've been trapped in your mind for so long and you think that you're stuck there. You're never as stuck as you feel, and there is something now, I feel, where you're going to cut that out. I feel like you have also recently, this Eight of Swords could be someone else around you, because I feel as if with the Queen of Swords, you are this Queen of Swords, and I feel like you're somehow chopping someone else out of these restraints with that sword, and you're going, yep, no, you don't need to be there anymore. You don't need to be keeping yourself stuck, keeping yourself small, hindering your own success. You can get out of this prison that you've created for yourself. And again, that's not me being like, you've put yourself in this situation. It's not like that at all. It's like your mind has created all these cobwebs or something, and you're somehow clearing them. But it feels like someone else. I feel like you've already done that for yourself. You've cleared all the cobwebs away, and you're moving forward in this Queen of Swords energy, which is extremely powerful, extremely real, extremely honest. And now it's your turn to kind of show others how to do what you've done, or one person in particular, you're like, I feel like you're bringing honesty to them of, you may think that you're stuck, but you're not as stuck as you feel. And sometimes that's a very hard thing to say to someone that is very trapped in their way of being and very like stuck in their habits and their cycles and their beliefs. To be able to say, like, Queen of Swords, very blunt, very honest, for her to be like, you can get out of this. You're not meant to be here forever. You're meant to leave. Someone might not want to hear that, but I feel as if you're kind of, with the Justice card, bringing balance to someone and bringing them, sometimes like, it feels like tough love or something, right? And I feel like if this is a friend or a family member or something like that, it's very rare that you get a friend like you that will say the actual honest truth that's going to help and heal someone in the long term, rather than just saying what will please them right now. Oh yes, you stay in this Eight of Swords, you do what you need, you take your time. There's something where you're like, no, snap out of this Eight of Swords, you don't need to be here. I feel like there's tough love coming out of you, but it's very beautiful. I feel like it may be received actually kind of surprisingly well. The reason I say surprisingly well is this person isn't used to hearing this. Justice card, signing contracts also. Something exciting you're signing. It could be a new career opportunity, it could be a marriage contract, who knows, but it's something where you should always read. Always read the contract, always read it back to front. I have to say that with that Justice card. But also there's something, I feel like right place, right time. You know, whatever this contract is, once you've read it all through, you can tell it's meant to be. There's something where you know it's the right timing. Or the right opportunity. You just know. Clarify the Hanged Man. You have the Fool card. Fool is a leap of faith. It's the first card in the Fool's journey, and it's a new adventure beginning. It's the start of a new journey, and it's a very courageous leap. It takes a lot of courage to leap into the unknown and not know where you're going to go. Not know where it's going to take you, not know what's going to happen. It's a whole new journey beginning, and you don't know where it's going to end up. With the Hanged Man though, you are looking at that from a place of excitement rather than fear. If in the past you kind of avoided new beginnings or new paths or new adventures because of the fear of the unknown, now you're going, oh, but it's so exciting. Oh my goodness, what could happen? Whereas in the past you may have been looking at like, what could happen? What's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. Whereas now you're looking at it from this perspective, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where this is going to take me. And it's a shift of perspective, but like the exact same situation is unfolding. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Swords. You have Eight of Wands. Eights could be significant for you. Eight of Wands is communication. Like I said, a lot of you are going to help someone out of a very trapped place or mindset of thinking that they are always going to be this way or always going to be in this situation. And I feel like people, again, I feel like people around them were almost like, what's the word? Oh, I've lost the word. Like placating them or something. That's not the word, but they were very much like harming more than they were helping. However, they looked like they were helping, if that makes sense. Almost like I feel like there's a lot of people, whoever this is, this person has a lot of people around them that like to care. They like to be in the role of caring and looking after. So they've not actually helped them out of a situation completely, they've just kind of breadcrumbed them and helped them little by little in order for them to keep their own role as caregiver or helper or like knight in shining armour. There's something where nobody actually properly helped because they liked the idea of dragging out their role of helper as long as possible, whatever that means. Anyways, Eight of Wands is speed. It's communication, it's depth, and it's speed. So whatever you're saying, whatever you're bringing to the world, bringing to this person, is quickly snapping them out, and it may be that you get a reaction from them. I feel like it's going to be unexpected. So if you're expecting tears or you're expecting somebody to react badly to something you have to say, it's actually going to be a good reaction. And if you're expecting them to just kind of listen to you calmly, you might see the opposite. It's going to be like the unexpected thing, right? But whatever it is, it's healing. It could cause emotions to come out of them, or it could cause them to kind of shut down for a second. But it's because you're kind of bringing attention or saying the truth or saying what they need to hear right when they need to hear it most. So they won't just be able to carry on as normal. They're going to do something unexpected, whether that be suddenly going quiet on you and you think, oh no, I've done the wrong thing. It's actually because they are now processing. It's now cooking within them. It's cooking or it's baking. I don't know. It's, you know, loading in their mind what you've given them. The seed you've planted is growing. And I feel like, yeah, I don't know what this is about. This could all be flipped on its head and you may get some kind of, somebody says to you something you've needed to hear for a long time but nobody's actually said to you. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's you with that Queen of Swords. It's very Scorpio-y. You're very honest, you're very blunt, but it's more like a bit, it's gonna sting someone because it matters, if that makes sense. Whereas other people have been maybe communicating to this person but they've not actually been saying anything that matters. Whereas you're gonna say the thing that matters most. And the tough love. And it's gonna heal them. Maybe not straight away, but nobody else was gonna say it and you felt the need to say it, and I feel like you're, I don't know. Clarify the Queen of Swords. You have the Four of Swords. Healing! Oh my goodness. That Queen of Swords and healing. It's tying into exactly what I just said. But also, this is also something where I feel like there is something healing you. It's for you to be able to speak the truth. Rather than just kind of people pleasing or doing what everyone else is doing. In all areas, but also maybe this is in particular of a situation happening around you at the moment. Rather than doing what people expect you to do or doing what everyone else is doing, you're saying, doing and acting in your truth. What feels right, what feels honest to you, what do you want to say? Are people going to question your truth? Are people going to question if you're being honest? It doesn't matter because you know it's true. You know it's real. Clarify the Justice card. You have the Empress. Interesting. Hiccup, sorry. Some of you are you're either becoming pregnant or you're pregnant with a new phase of your life. You're pregnant with a new start because you have the Fool there, right? There's a new beginning happening and you're currently brewing it. You're currently in the process of, but before I said when I was talking about that other person, I said they're kind of baking or there's something like cooking. And when I said it, I was like, sometimes baking means like a bun in the oven, or like it could, I don't know. Anyways, with the Empress here, I feel like some of you are expecting or are going to be expecting very soon, and that's not something you want. It looks like it could still happen, so just do what needs to be done. The Empress is very much all about growth, all about healing, all about positive abundance. I don't know why I'm suddenly just chucking words out that I don't even think are in relation to the Empress, but I just zoned out and started saying things. But the Empress and Justice, very much, you could be signing a contract with yourself. That sounds weird, but it's almost like especially with the way this reading started off, of not trusting yourself, not trusting your intuition. There's something with the Empress and Justice now where your justice is that you're not going against yourself. And so with Justice of signing a contract, your dedication, your discipline and your commitment to other people's contracts, you are so committed, you are so disciplined, and you are like the hardest worker there is. So now it's like, you know that, why not create a contract with yourself that you're signing and that you have no choice but to keep with yourself, to honestly always respect, believe and trust in your own heart and intuition and gut. Like there's something where you're signing like sounds so weird, but you're signing a contract with yourself to never doubt yourself again. And I really like it because it just feels so like powerful, of no matter what happens in your life now, you've somehow leveled up to this phase of going, I trust myself and I'm extremely powerful. I can handle anything and I'm going to handle it with flying colours because I trust my gut. It doesn't matter how intelligent you are, Queen of Swords, you're extremely intelligent, but for so long you had this intelligence that you were going with, forgetting your heart and soul, and it's almost like this juggling act or this balance between the two, justice being balance, this justice between your mind, this balance between your mind and your heart. I feel like it's now coming in. But you're like signing a contract with yourself. It's very strange. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you know it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tall Tarot Tuesdays.